Hi, Mike Brooks here from Nuclear Chowder Marketing, and my goal today in this video is to show you how to set up your in-home studio so that you can film professional looking videos. All right, so here we are in my basement, and what you see here in front of you, really simple, is a patio doorway, and they got a table over there, got a wet bar, very important. I have a wet bar, nicely stocked, beer fridge, and a conference table with my Mac sitting on it. And let's take a look at the equipment we're going to use here. Just got a real simple tripod that I'm going to put my video camera on so that I can hit the go button and record myself, so that I can record videos all by myself. I don't need another person here. I've got two umbrella lights. Now these happen to be 500 watt bulbs in here. They're bigger round bulbs. I don't know if you can see in there. Those bulbs are pretty bright. You can get a 250 watt bulb and do just fine. That's going to be a little cheaper. If you get an umbrella set with 250 watt bulbs in it, it will be a little cheaper than the 500 watt. And by the way, I will put information about all the equipment you see here in the show notes for this video. So if you go to nuclearchowder.com/home studio, all one word, nuclearchowder.com/home studio, I will have information on how much these things are and where to get them and what to get. So over here is another light, and this is about a 45 watt bulb in here, and this is just for backlighting. Then in this bag are two sets of stands. One's going to go in this corner, one's going to go in that corner, and then it's going to allow me to hang a bar across the top. And this giant roll of paper, and this is a giant roll of white paper that's going to serve as a backdrop, and it's going to go over this doorway and block out that light completely and make us a very nice home studio. So let's put it together. We got it all set up, screens up. You saw the way this was set up. I've got two lights. The umbrella lights are right here. Tripod is a little bit in front of the lights. The lights are a little bit back. Lights are maybe about 4 or 5 feet in front of me, but to a 45-degree angle, so that they shine on me like this. If they shine on me like this, there's going to be a shadow behind me. Now the backlight, what the backlight effect is going to do is shine a little area here, so that it gets a nice glowing effect. And I'll show you how all that kind of comes together. And I've got the camera in front of me positioned in such a way that you can't see the edges of the screen. So I've got it close enough where I can be on the video and you can't tell that there's the edges, so there's just a white background in front of me. The backlight here, I'm just standing right in front of the black backlight. When I go, I'll stand in front of it to block it out so you can't see it. So let's get things lit up and see how it looks. One light, two lights. So, see a difference? Big difference, right? So all I've got now are two lights on a 45-degree angle right in front of me at about my eye level. The umbrellas are pointed right at my eyes here. And I would just play around with them until I'm getting no shadow behind me, or minimal shadow. Now, if I get closer to the screen, you're going to notice that I'm going to get a shadow on the screen. So the closer I am to it, the harder a shadow is going to come out. So I'm standing about an arm's length in front of it. I've got the video camera right in front of me, and I can record on my own. To add a little bit of an effect, I've got this backlight here that I showed you before, and I'm just going to put it right here up against the screen. Now when I stand in front of it, it disappears. Gone, right? This is about at going to be no higher than my shoulder, otherwise you'll see it. So I want to be able to block it out when I'm standing in front of it. And the whole idea of this is to just give this little halo kind of effect, and you can adjust it up or down depending on what you want it to look like. So if I turn it on, I'm just getting a little light back there, and now I should be standing in front of it. It should be gone, but you see the effect behind me. So now this is the studio, and I'm actually standing right in front of that backlight. So I've got that mark on the ground, so I know when I put the backlight where I position it, I know that I'm going to have it positioned perfectly. Hopefully you can't see it. If I go back and look at it, I'll have to film it again, that's all. But this is all trial and error. Now, I'm not a video expert. I don't claim to be a lighting expert, sound expert. All I'm trying to do is raise the quality pretty inexpensively. And the sound is not going to be as great. I am using my iPhone, so we'll talk in future videos about sound. But right now, we should have our lighting dialed in. Now, again, this setup is going to cost you maybe $300 to $350. Not too bad. You can go cheaper. I'll show you something I used to use. You can go down to Home Depot and get these suckers. These are these little clip lights that you might use in your basement, you know, in your work area. Maybe $5. Get one of these lights for $5. You do need, you'd still need a stand. So, in my opinion, if you're going to get the stand anyway, you may as well go ahead and get the good lighting. But if you got a more heavy-duty clip, you'd need a more, because this is going to, if you clip it to something, it's just going to fall. So you're going to need a heavier duty clip that you can find in the hardware section somewhere in Home Depot. I don't know what they're called, but they're more solid, and you can actually put them on something and they won't fall. I would tell you it's going to less of a headache to just go out and buy this good quality equipment. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This is just part of a series on how to do your own home videos. And again, you can go to that link that I gave you to get the equipment list that you'll need. And you can go over to nuclearchowder.com to the blog and listen to the podcast on this, because there's a podcast that goes with this, and there is a blog post that goes with it, a whole series of blog posts. And we'll have all that information in the YouTube video, so if you're watching this on YouTube somewhere or on Facebook, I'll have that link information so that you can get back to the posts with all of the other information and all the other videos on the topic. So, can't wait to see you on the next video. Hope you enjoy the new studio. A lot of this will be filmed here in my home studio with much better quality lighting.